So there is really only three things you've got to do. You've got to do keyword research, you've got to think about content, and you've got to think about linking to other businesses. Now, all of these three you are doing for both for your local business and also for your Shopify store. It's just the strategy of how you're going to do that is slightly different. So first of all, let's talk about keyword research. So when we talk about keyword research, when it comes to your e-commerce website, we typically are talking about product keyword research. The reason for that is because if somebody is typing into Google a fashion boutique online, then they're not very likely to buy. However, if they're going to be typing into Google red checked long dress, then it's very likely that they're after a product that you've got on your website. So always remember that for your online store, you are doing specific keywords related search. So you are looking for keywords where you can rank for specifically related to your product. When it comes to your brick and mortar store, it's slightly different. It's what we call the cooler keywords, right? It's about like, where's the coffee shop near me? Where's the home decor store near me? Where is a home decor store in Knoxville, Tennessee? And that's going to be showing up on Google Maps. So that's the first thing. You've got to do keyword research, and both of these keyword researches you can do in the same tool. I personally like using SEMrush because I find it really easy, but there is Ahrefs, there is Moz, like there is all of these other different tools. If you want a free trial to SEMrush, just click on the link below and you're gonna get access to a 14-day free trial. So once you've got the keywords, which by the way, you can use the same keyword magic tool for both local SEO at your brick and mortar shop and also your online store, then you've got to think about content. Okay, now I've got these keywords. Where do I put them? Like, where do I actually start? So once again, when it comes to your local store or your brick and mortar store, all of those keywords always have to go into Google My Business listing. This Google My Business listing is extremely important, and it's really like 90% of the work for your local SEO is going to be on the Google My Business listing. So that's where you change the description, you update what it's all about, you put your images there, and so on and so forth. And it's gonna live in that Google My Business listing. Now, when it comes to the searches for your online store, for all of the keywords, those will be very relevant for your website, and specifically for your product pages, for collection pages, and you're really looking at things like your product headlines, your meta descriptions, and your page titles. Those three are the really most important things, okay? So just to summarize so far, there's three things to local or e-commerce SEO, and those are keyword research, content, and links to other businesses. Now, keyword research, you have to do for both inside one tool. It's just that for one, for the local business, you specify local area, and for the online business, you specify product keywords when you're looking for those searches. So we talked about where to put those, right? Google My Business listing for local, and for online store, you are putting them into product pages and collection pages. Now, third part, linking to businesses, okay? So every store, every Google My Business page, every URL that is linked, or it's also referred to as backlink in the SEO world, but every store that's essentially connected to another business is going to have a boost in ranking, okay? That's simply how you want to understand that. So how you want to do that for local SEO? For local SEO, it's nothing else but linking to local stores, local businesses in your area, okay? So for example, you are in Knoxville, Tennessee, you've got a home decor store, so you might want to be linking to other businesses that are not competitors, but you might have a reference on your website to that local business that, for example, might be selling furniture, okay? You're selling home decor, they might be selling furniture. So you might want to have a reference on your website to their business. Now, for your online store, you want to have a reference to another business that is selling furniture, but it doesn't have to be a local one, doesn't have to have that local reference. And in fact, the more traffic is the other business getting online for that online website, that better it is going to be for your website SEO to be linking to them. So there you have it. three things, okay? So keywords, content, and linking to other businesses. Now, the extremely important part, as I mentioned already, for your Google My Business page, that is the most important thing for your local SEO activity, okay? Now, how are you gonna manage that? One of the things that you wanna make sure that you always have in there is that you understand the keywords, we already talked about those, but that you are also listed in other local directories. The third thing you want to have for your local SEO is that you are managing your reviews. So have you ever searched for a cafe in your area or cafe near me, and you can see all of these coffee shop popping up and it's like 4.3 stars, 3 stars, 5 stars, 4.7 stars, right? So all of those stars will be people who are essentially going to your store, they are reviewing your store, and you want to make sure that you are always responding to them and responding to all of their comments, all of their reviews, because that, once again, is going to be boosting your ranking. Now, some of you are like, oh my God, but how am I going to manage all of this? How am I going to manage all of those reviews? How am I going to manage to be listing my local business on all of these different directories? Do not worry, there is a section inside SEMrush, it's called Local SEO, and that's exactly what that tool does. It helps you manage the keywords, it helps you manage the listings in all different directories, and it helps you manage reviews from all of those different places in one place. So guys, there you have it. Whether you have a local brick-and-mortar store as well as an e-commerce store, ranking in SEO in Google is really easy. You can do that for both at once. You don't have to choose one or another. There's obviously advantage to having traffic coming to each, because if you have a physical store, obviously you have to pay rent and you are dependent on local economy. However, typically you will find that you have a much higher customer loyalty and people who will be finding you inside the local area that can really strengthen your positioning, and typically the ranking in Google is much faster and easier. Now, for your Shopify SEO or for your other e-commerce store, ranking on the first page or in the first place in Google can take slightly a little bit longer, but then the potential is uncapped because you are not dependent on your local area, on your local economy, and really world is your oyster. So guys, there you have it. This is the comparison. 100% go for both if you've got both businesses, and let me know below, like, what kind of business have you got? Have you got both a brick and mortar store as well as online store, or perhaps are you thinking about opening both? Do you still wonder about the advantages and disadvantages of both? Do you think about the fees? Let me know in the comments below, because I'd love to help you out. So with that said, guys, I'll talk to you later.